is here!
Hi guys, welcome to another True Review. Today bringing you Emily Wants to Play on the Xbox One. I first played this when it came out in the US a bit ago, about 6 weeks ago I think it may have been. It's finally reached us in Europe and the UK now. It's reasonably priced at $3.99. It's a very small game and it does exactly what it does on the tin. I think this game achieves what it sets out to do. You play as a pizza delivery boy who, on his last delivery, arrives at this house. It looks abandoned, but the lights are on as he wants to complete his job of delivering fresh pizza to the person who ordered it. He foolishly knocks at the door, and then, as the door's ajar, he steps inside the house, and the door slams shut, and then he's trapped in there. Pretty bog standard house. It doesn't look like anything special about it. There's boxes all there like somebody's either packing or unpacking. For the first game hour, which roughly runs about 6 minutes per hour of in-game time, you have free reign of the house. You can walk around picking up notes, which had a little bit of backstory and insight into what the hell is about to happen. But once the first hour is up, that's when the fun and games begin. When you're moving around for the first hour, you may have encountered some dolls set on countertops who just miraculously disappear. Those dolls are going to be your nemesis for the next half an hour of game time, because that's how quick the game can be completed if you are good enough to beat each level on the first attempt. So basically, from first person's perspective, we have to survive an hour, which I previously mentioned takes about 6 minutes to actually do. It starts off pretty easy. You get introduced to each of the dolls. The first doll is a kind of pale porcelain kind of doll. She will appear by letting out a giggle. You have to turn, it's usually about a 180-degree turn, about face, and stare at her. You have to keep focusing on her, and she can't move. If you turn your back or avert your gaze, she will charge at you and instantly kill you. You can get away from her if you got a fair bit of distance from her, and you can slam a few doors shut, but she will follow you, so you are best just to keep focusing on her. That completes day one. Day two, get introduced to the clown doll, who has a completely different mechanic. When you hear him appear, you have to literally stay still. Don't move, don't turn, don't do anything. If you move, he will kill you. The third doll is, I think he's called Chester. He's like a ventriloquist dummy, and he's probably the most aggressive of the lot. When he appears, you have to leg it out of the room. You have to cross the room threshold to end his spawn and make him disappear. If he does start running at you, though, sometimes you may have to transition through 2 rooms to finally stop him, and he's by far the most vicious doll of the lot. And then finally we get introduced to Emily herself. Emily doesn't actually directly attack you. In the later levels, Emily asks you to play a game of hide and seek with her while the other dolls are chasing you around as well. As per the previous levels, you have to find her within a time limit. I think it was about 70 to 90 seconds. Once you find her, she'll disappear and reappear in another part of the house, and you have to again find her. If you don't find her in time, again you die basically. So the idea of the game is to get through each of the hours, and as I say, you can beat the game in as little as 30-35 minutes if you do get through each of the levels on the first attempt, which you probably ain't going to do, because it does get pretty fiendish when all the dolls are chasing you at once in the later levels. Now, as I mentioned previously, this came out prior in the US, and there's been getting a lot of bashing on this game, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, sure, it's free. It's $3.99 in the UK. It's not a premium product. That's no offense to the developer. It's not a product they're charging, full retail like $59.99 as opposed to be full retail, isn't it? But anyway, they're not charging that for it. They're charging £3.99 for it. So you have to set your expectations accordingly. And I think this game achieves what it sets out to do. Sure, the graphics are a bit dingy, they're a bit drab, they're a bit bland, but that again adds to the spooky atmosphere of the house. Again, with the music and sound effects, they are minimal, but again, adds to the atmosphere. The sound when the dolls appear do generally provoke a reaction from you sometimes, because when you get a nasty combination of the first doll, who you have to remain focused on, while getting the third doll, who you have to run away from, it's obviously a bit of a juggling act to maintain focus on one doll while running away from the other, because they generally oppose each other from how you're meant to deal with them. But yeah, it's $3.99. It's not a game you are going to realistically be playing in a month's time. It's going to be a game though that you'll buy for $3.99. You'll enjoy it while it lasts, and then you probably won't touch it again. You may reel it out again every now and then for a little bit of fun, but that's what it is. You have to appreciate what the developer's trying to achieve. They're not trying to make an epic game that you're going to be playing for 80 odd hours. It's a simple game with a simple premise. The gameplay works, and they've just nailed it really. And like I say, $3.99. What else are you going to buy for $3.99 in this day and age? Yeah, I mean, in some places you can't even buy a pint of beer for that price. So yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed it, and I'm not one to go with the crowd or whatever many opinions of it. I'm going to give Emily Wants to Play a 4 out of 5. Just really enjoyed it. Does exactly what it sets out on the tin. Just understand you are getting a quick fire product that you're not going to be playing for very long, but you should enjoy it while you are playing it. So I hope you enjoyed that review, guys. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next review.